Hey everyone, my name is Pawan. Welcome back to another video. A very happy new year to all. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to unstuck yourself and step into your highest self. This new year is a really great time to unstuck yourself from the things, situations where you feel that you have been stuck for so long. It can be in any area of your life. A lot of times we feel that we will never get out of this situation. It feels like it's gonna be permanent, but everything is temporary, even that situation. So use this energy of new year, new beginnings, especially this year 2025, the year of completion, to end the old cycles, to complete the old chapters, to finish them off and start anew. So the first message that I have for today is to get real with yourself. The reason that we are stuck in the same cycle is because we never get real about that thing or situation. We somehow keep distracting ourselves from accepting the truth of that thing. We lie to ourselves because it is more comfortable. And change begins when you accept the uncomfortable. If you really want to change your life, if you really want to step into your highest self, you need to accept the difficult situations, the painful truths of life. That's why you need to get real. You need to say the truth to yourself. It doesn't matter what you say to others. You can always maintain a facade in front of others. But when you are alone with yourself, you know what you're feeling. And you know you are stuck if you are stuck. You can't pretend anymore. Especially the energies of 2025 won't let you pretend. It will make you face what you have been running from. So have the attitude of embracing change, accepting change, because change is the only thing which is permanent. You can't keep things the same and expect to live a fulfilling life, to live a life that is in alignment with your happiness, with your truth. And the more real you get with yourself, the more you realize how much your ego have been lying to you. The ego never wants to step into the unknown. It wants to stay even if it is toxic for you, even if it is unhealthy for you. It doesn't care. That's why it is attached to everything that is keeping you stuck. You have to realize this truth. You can't move on from the ego. You need the higher awareness. You need some self-reflection, self-awareness. Journaling might help you to keep track of what you are doing with your life. Where is all your energy going? Are you just recreating the same experiences, and because of which you feel that I'm stuck, I'm lost? But you never make the choices to get yourself out of that situation because your ego makes you feel safe there. This is the ugly truth of the ego. It doesn't want to change because change means unknown. Going into the unknown, doing something new, breaking the pattern. It loves the pattern. It wants to live in the pattern. It gets a sense of identity from the pattern, that this situation has been going on for so long. I am this situation. I am this thing. So the identity attaches itself to the things that make you feel stuck. That's why you have to go beyond that. You have to reinvent yourself. You have to rediscover yourself beyond that identity, which is defined by the old reality. You have to step into a new reality, and that begins by rediscovering, reinventing, and that is the unknown. So the ego will never let you go into the unknown. That's why you need to tap into your soul, your higher self. You need courage to ask these questions and follow through, which brings me to the next message for today. Make radical changes in your life. It's time to make some really big changes. A pattern can only be interrupted. It can be only be broken by getting out of it, and that is a radical change. Only when you disassociate yourself from the pattern, you realize that it doesn't have power over you. You can do something different. So push yourself out of your comfort zone, that safe space that the ego wants you to live in. Get yourself out of that and put yourself in the situation that expose you to new experiences. Maybe it is something that you always wanted to do and you know it is healthy for you. You have been living in the toxic environment for so long and you always wanted to get yourself out of there. It made you feel stuck. You always knew that, but you never took the action. So once you get real with yourself and you realize the truth of it, yes, you will feel bad about it, but it will also give you the courage, the awareness that you need to push yourself out of it. So don't be afraid of making radical choices, radical change, because that's the only way. Take some action. Don't just sit on it. Once you know something, you need to do something about it. Without doing something, you can't change anything. A huge part of manifestation is action, aligned action. In this situation, when you are stuck in something, the aligned action to unstuck yourself is to do something about it. Get yourself out of it. Separate yourself from that situation, even if it means cutting ties with certain situations, people, places. You have to do that. Maybe it means that you have to embrace solitude for a while because you have been in a toxic relationship. So do that. Don't be afraid of that. When you are afraid, you are giving power away to the things that keep you stuck. They have more power over you, and the bond keeps on getting stronger and stronger. That's why you have been stuck for so long. So take your power back. Take that action that you have been avoiding. For the ego, ignorance is bliss. But for the soul, ignorance is the greatest suffering in the long term, because it will take you further and further away from your own truth, from your own being. It will make you live a life that is false, that is a facade. So get yourself out of the situations and make radical change. Embrace change. Change is your friend. Change is your ally. It will help you get out of all the situations and help you create a better reality for yourself. And the final message I have for today is make yourself a priority. Everything is secondary now. Becoming your highest version, showing up as your highest self, taking care of yourself is the priority. We are told our entire lives to sacrifice our needs, our wants for other people. Self-sacrifice is so glorified, but it is actually self-sabotage. And when you have been living a life of self-sacrifice for so long, choosing yourself, making yourself a priority, it feels foreign. It feels weird, but you have to train yourself to do that. You have to break out of the patterns of people pleasing, avoiding the conflict, suffering in silence just because you think you will create a problem for others. Don't be afraid to stir up the pot. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. Don't be afraid of other people's opinions. If you really want to live and if you want to live freely, you have to stop caring about everyone else and start caring about yourself. Because we put up with a lot of things as we don't want other people to feel bad. And while doing that, you are feeling bad. You are feeling stuck. You are feeling that your life is going nowhere. So it's time to put yourself in the driver's seat. Make yourself a priority for a change. Choose yourself for a change and see how the universe responds to that. Just see the difference in energy. A person who is constantly self-sacrificing, self-sabotaging, and on the other hand, a person who is always choosing themselves, loving themselves, caring for themselves. This is a higher energy. This is the energy of empowerment, and the universe responds to that accordingly. And as you start making yourself a priority, now you are fully committed to your highest version. You can reinvent yourself, rediscover yourself in new ways. You can cut ties with all the energies that hold you back, keep you stuck, and it gives you the confidence to finally unstuck yourself and do the things, make the choices that you always wanted to make. So in conclusion, get real with yourself. Ask yourself the difficult questions and make change. Break the pattern and commit to your best version. Make yourself the priority. And finally, I would just like to add that if you are afraid of change, nothing will change. You have to embrace change. Don't be afraid of letting go of things, because only through letting go you can have a new beginning. I hope you enjoyed this video. You can like, comment, share. You can also support my work by hitting the thanks button. And please make sure to subscribe. See you in the next video. Much love to you all.